Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Lujan.
Madam Chair, thank you very much. I believe that Senator Hickenlooper is going to be next.
I'm more than happy to call on Senator Hickenlooper.
I apologize and appreciate the support of my peers. I have to go preside. We don't want the wheels of democracy to grind to a halt. Mr. Whitaker, thank you for your visit last week. Thank you for your willingness to serve. Communities in and around Centennial, Colorado, across our state have to consistently deal with excessive noise from low-flying aircraft, getting worse and worse. We're working to ensure a long-term authorization bill for the FAA gives communities a seat at the table to resolve noise-related concerns and have their concerns heard. If you're confirmed, will you work with us to ensure communities are properly heard and responded to when dealing with concerns of aircraft noise?
Thank you, Senator. I certainly would, and I think engagement with the community in this circumstance is crucial and can often result in understandings about operational limitations that can alleviate some of that noise. So I think that's a great initiative.
Great, perfect. Also, a big deal in Colorado is regional air service. It's a lifeline in many cases to rural communities all around our state and around the country, a big part of their economic development. In Colorado, some of our rural communities, such as Grand Junction and Cortez, have suffered dramatic reductions in air service over the last few years. We also need to strengthen the Essential Air Service, the EAS program, which you know, to ensure airlines honor the contracts that they sign with these rural areas. If you're confirmed, what improvements would you make to the EAS program to improve? What improvements would you make to improve its long-term reliability?
So for the FAA, the role that we can play really is to make sure the airports have the proper infrastructure, the proper safety technology. The EAS program itself is administered, of course, out of the DOT, but we can support DOT on that by having adequate airports and I think also encouraging new technology that might be available for those new technology, new forms of flight, electric eVTOL flights that I think are a service option for some of those locations, so we can help facilitate their entry into service.
Great. Last question. Obviously, fighting climate change has become one of the greatest challenges we face. Cleaner aviation fuels, more efficient technologies are going to be able to reduce carbon and pollution coming out of the aviation sector. We've heard a lot of Coloradans come through our office talking about the impact of leaded aviation fuels on their public health and their air quality. We need to ensure that new types of aviation fuels and technologies are widely available and affordable, especially for regional airports, before we make their consumption a requirement, is my perspective on this. If confirmed, how would you strike a balance between incentivizing and recognizing how important it is to use more efficient aviation fuels and technologies, but also ensuring that they're widely available for the entire aviation sector?
Thank you, Senator. I know this is an issue that the FAA and industry, GA industry, have worked on for many years, and that there's a plan to try to make that transition by 2030. So I think we need to continue to engage with GA, with airports, to make sure we make that transition, but also don't interrupt flight training, for example. So I think it's going to involve a lot of collaboration to deliver that.
Right, I sense that urgency in your voice, which is what I wanted to hear, and I appreciate that. I yield back the floor, Madam Chair.